Welcome to my podcast, Worlds Collide. I'm the host of this show, Victoria Daute, and I talk with my international guests here in the show about the experiences they made in their new country versus their home country. Hi, and welcome to this week's episode. Up front, I want to say that I do not always know the guests on my show. Many times I find them on Reddit or on Instagram, which happened in this case for Esra. She is my guest this week, and somehow I thought when I was browsing through her Instagram account that she was from somewhere else and moved to somewhere else. So I was kind of caught off guard when she talked about her new home, which is Dubai. I thought this conversation would go in a totally different direction. But yeah, we talk about her opinion about living in Dubai as a woman and mother. And we talk about the major differences to her old home, Sweden. Also living in the heat now and how it is when she goes back to Sweden. And we talk about many other things as well. All right, let's hear her story. Here it is. Hey, so hi, Ezra, where are you calling from today?
So I am calling from Dubai.
From Dubai. Okay, and this is where you're from, right?
Um, yeah, I'm from Sweden originally.
Oh, you are
Uh,
from Sweden. Look, I mean, I only know you from online, so I would have not
yes,
guessed that you're from Sweden. Okay.
yes, I moved to Dubai
Oh,
around
all
7 years ago. Yeah,
Okay, so wait, so I thought because I texted you on Instagram, right? So I
yeah.
thought that you are originally from Dubai and that you moved to Switzerland.
Oh no. So um, I I was born and raised in Sweden,
Uh-huh.
and then I moved to Dubai.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So why did you choose to buy?
Um, so I moved to Dubai after completing my university studies.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's because my husband was living there too. So I moved there too.
Okay.
I got married
Mm-hmm.
and then I moved to Dubai because my husband was living there.
Okay, and is your
So,
husband from Dubai or is he also from
uh,
Sweden?
no, he's actually from the UK.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And he got a
But
job in Dubai.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. He's working in Dubai and for many years before we got married. So once we got married, it was an natural thing to do to move to
Yeah,
where he lives. And yeah, it was a huge step and it was exciting and full of questions and fears. How would
sure.
life look like? Leaving my comfort zone, leaving my family behind. But
Yeah.
I think I was also looking for some change in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you are young and you just want to explore and try something new. And even Dubai felt appealing, considering it's an Arabic country, and my origins is from Middle East.
Uh-huh.
So it was a huge step, but it was exciting to start a new life in a new environment, new country.
Uh-huh. But I imagine also if you are used to Swedish culture, moving to a Muslim country, that
Yeah.
is, especially as a woman, like you have like different rules and um I imagine like you don't have the same freedom as a woman there that you were used to in Sweden.
Yes, but the thing is, I think this is a big misconception that
Okay, yeah.
that women don't have same freedom, or they
Mhm.
don't have rights in the Middle East or in a Muslim country. It's
Mhm.
totally different than what people think. It's not.
Okay.
You have exactly the same freedom as in Europe.
Okay.
It's, for example, if I speak to about Dubai, it's a very open society
Mhm.
with lots of freedom, and it's yeah, you just have a mix of both the Western and the Middle Eastern
Mhm.
mixed together,
Mhm.
because 80% of the population in the UAE are made up from expats.
Oh,
So
80%.
yes,
That's
so
a
it's
big.
very international,
Uh-huh.
and you just find people from all over the world. And the
Okay.
women have the same rights. They work, they can do
Mhm.
everything
Okay.
as in a European country. So I
Okay.
think this is a just a misconception.
So I'm glad you
Um,
cleared that up.
yeah,
Yes. Uh-huh. Um
because I think also most people they have this image from mostly from the media,
e-
um,
exactly. I have
and
never been
people
there,
don't
so
really know about people living there.
yeah,
Um,
exactly. I mean, I've never
yeah,
been there. I have a acquaintance.
yeah,
She lived in Dubai for a few years. She was from
yes,
Austria, but I mean,
okay,
but I think her husband worked there, so she was. I don't think she did much.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, but
and
but
they
it's
only were there for the husband's work for a while.
yes, a lot of people they are in Dubai because they are just working, and they are there on a working visa or
Mhm.
something like this. So, but most of the people they really like life in Dubai because it really offers an amazing lifestyle.
Okay. Like, what is it
Um,
like?
it's just vibrant, multicultural. It's convenient. It's just different. Everything is so much bigger and better. Like, for
Okay.
example, the malls, the variety of products in the stores.
Okay.
Um, yeah, it's just, y- but at the same time, I would also stress out this that you have this image about Dubai being a luxurious city,
Mhm. Yeah.
and like people living there, they are mostly rich and they have that lavish lifestyle. But you can actually have both. It all depends on what kind of lifestyle you wanna have. Um, if you're opting for more lavish luxury lifestyle, you can get that. But if you
Mhm.
want more affordable options, you
Mhm.
can live by that too. So it's up to
Okay.
you, and you can find a lot of different options in Dubai, I would say, like
Mhm.
both expensive and cheap restaurants, for example. Yeah, and places to go to, for example, you can spend a fortune on places to go to, and you can choose more affordable options. So you
Okay.
really have both world in Dubai.
I see. Okay. I mean, like, I always just think like it's so insane kind of because I'm thinking just of the all the islands, and it's like
Yeah.
in the water, where they made those artificial islands, and it's like a
Yes.
desert, so I'm just always thinking the environmental impact is just so enormous there because it's a city that should be in the desert and has all this water, and because of all the money there's all the
Yes.
opposites that are there, like the
And
you have like a skiing park or
yes, exactly. And they are building places and landmarks all the time. So
mm-hmm.
every now and then something new pops up. If it's
Yeah.
a new observatory deck or you just a new view over the city or a new landmark.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something to explore all the time, and that's also the do you call it the fun part of being in Dubai, I think.
Mm-hmm.
There's always something new to see and discover, and it's really fun actually. You never run out of things to do. Yeah,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
exactly.
And how was it for you when you moved there, like language wise? Did you speak the
Yes.
language?
Okay, so the official language in UAE, the United
Mm-hmm.
Arab Emirates, it's Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
But the most commonly spoken language is English
Uh-huh.
because of the many expats, the how international society is. So most so you really get along with English. Everyone,
Okay.
I think I haven't heard lots of Arabic
Right.
during my time in Dubai. It's
Uh-huh.
mostly English everywhere in schools, in the supermarkets, in hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but of course, it's also good to know some basic Arabic, few words. For example, how to say hi, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Basic word, I think, but it's really everyone speaks English.
And you
Yeah,
and your husband, I mean, he's from the UK, so you probably
yes.
speak English at home?
No, we speak Arabic at home.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
So you grew up speaking Arabic at home with your parents?
yes, that's
Okay,
true.
and he did
Yeah,
too? Okay, uh-huh.
yes, yes.
Okay, so like at
So,
least
yeah,
you have like both options, right? So it was
yeah,
not
I
a
have.
problem for you at all.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And I know Swedish, but my husband, he doesn't speak Swedish.
I
Uh,
don't speak any. Yeah.
yeah. So I can three languages, but yes, it's really fun that you live in a Arabic country in the Middle East, but you
Mm-hmm.
don't really hear Arabic.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's the
Oh,
last thing you hear.
yeah. And before you moved there, have you ever visited Dubai?
Actually, no. Just I think if you a short trip before moving there, just to
Mm-hmm.
prepare and all this stuff. But no, uh, but as I said before, that most of the image you get is
Mm-hmm.
from social media. But that
Yeah.
was when I moved. That was really before the social media went viral.
Yeah.
So I think yeah, but mostly from the media and
From
stuff
TV
like
for
this,
sure. I
TV.
mean, it
Yeah.
was it was even like 20 years ago. It was on TV all the time. There was like one report after the other about Dubai because it's such a
Yes.
luxurious and different, I mean, off almost world.
Yes. Yeah. That's it's a different world.
Uh-huh.
That's correct.
Yeah, and how was
Yeah.
your first reaction when you actually experienced it?
So after moving, moving to a new country, far from your family, everything is new. And also for me, shortly after moving, I became a mom.
Uh-huh.
So I was busy with just
Oh,
adjusting to the new environment and being a mom.
100%.
And yeah, so it was quite tough in the beginning.
Mhm.
And it took me a few years to feel connected to the place I live in, to
Uh-huh.
really feel happy and to feel that I want to live in this place
Mhm.
and this is part of me, and it has made a big impact on me living here in Dubai, exploring a different part of the world. So it's been challenging but enriching at the same time.
Yeah, and so when you moved there, were you already pregnant?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. And do people do like baby groups or do mothers do baby groups? there, or
Yeah,
uh-huh.
actually, you can find a lot of groups and a lot of different communities,
Mm-hmm.
mothers with babies, etc. But it also depends on what kind of personality you have. If
Sure.
you're really, um, yeah, if you really like to meet people and you're an
Yeah.
extrovert and going out and stuff like this. And I think for me, it was a little bit different. I was busy being just a mom
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, exploring and my new role. It
Yeah.
was a bit tough, yeah, being
Yeah.
alone and
Yeah. I was
yeah, with my
also
husband.
not I was also not that person that liked to go to baby groups, because
Yeah,
I was not really up for the small talk, you know. And I also moved. I was already here for a while when I had my first baby, but it was like obvious that I am from somewhere else, and I was
yeah,
just over that conversation. Hey, where are you from? You know, it's always the same questions,
exactly,
and I
exactly.
was like, sure, just now I just do the same questions, but I have a baby now, so I was not really feeling that vibe.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand. I'm quite the same. Yes.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you end up make friends then?
So this one, it's been tough, honestly, because I hear a lot saying that it's quite easy to find friends in UAE, in Dubai in
Mhm.
particular, because there are many groups, as we said, and communities. But I think it all depends. Uh, it's not that easy. Um, Maybe for some it's easy. For me, it wasn't.
Mhm.
So when we were living somewhere else in Dubai, and a few years ago we moved to another community which is more family friendly.
Uh-huh.
It's like an own community, and you meet people in the same buildings or in the community. So
Mhm.
yeah, so I met a few persons from this community, and yeah, I got friends, and I have my close friend also living in the same area as me. She has a baby too, a small child. Yeah.
Okay, so they're almost like neighbors then?
Yes, quite of. Yeah.
Mhm.
And we're just going to the park near close to where we live, and yeah, just catch up and have some fun. So you don't have to really move um, outside
Okay.
community or to
Yeah.
live somewhere else. Yeah.
And how old are your kids now?
So I have a boy. He's 6 years
Uh-huh.
old. Yeah.
Okay, so and does he go to kindergarten, or
Yes, he
is it like
goes
preschool?
to, he just finished the preschool.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, he finished FS1 and FS2. I don't want to go into the school system in Dubai, but yeah, he's finished the preschool, and he will start year one next year.
Uh-huh.
And actually, it's so cute, I think, because when people ask him, "Where are you from?" he's saying, "I'm from Dubai." I think it's
Uh-huh.
really cute because it's where he has grown up, and he only
Yeah.
knows Dubai. Yeah, we've been to
Yeah.
Sweden a lot, and
Mhm.
yeah, but it's still Dubai is his favorite place.
Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, I mean, that's nice, right? That's what you want.
Yeah,
You want your children to feel at home where you live, right?
yeah, exactly. That's true. Yeah.
So what is a school system different?
Yeah, the school system is really different from Sweden. Um,
Uh-huh.
so it's mostly private.
Uh-huh.
So you have many, many options, and you have different curriculum based on what you want. If you want
Mhm.
American or British or Indian, or there are so many options to consider.
Mhm.
Um, so it's quite different from Sweden. And also in Sweden, we have that everyone is going to preschool until the age of 6 years. But here in Dubai, you can actually attend bigger school once you are 3 years old. but
Oh.
it's like you read the preschool grade in the big school. So the move to the big school will be easier, and many parents
Mm-hmm.
uh, should choose that option for their kids.
Right. Was it hard for you to understand though that is so different?
Yeah, it took a lot of research and a lot of time to understand the system, the school system,
Yeah.
and mostly because it's so private and it's all based on your own preferences and what you want, and also that it's really costly.
Uh-huh.
It's really expensive, and you have to pay, yeah, school fees and
Mm-hmm.
etc. So you have to find a good school based on your preferences, and that might be a little hard. And also you have to consider the where the school is, because for example in Sweden most of the schools is close to home where you live, so you can
Mm-hmm.
just walk.
Yeah.
But here in Dubai you will mostly need yeah, transportation,
Oh, okay.
um by either bus or yeah,
Or you
by
drive.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is there an option of public school, or what if somebody doesn't have the money to pay for a private school?
Yes, so expats can choose between, I think they can choose a governmental school, public,
Uh-huh.
but most of them just choose private one.
Mm-hmm.
But there are different um, the fees depending on each school. So you can find cheap schools and you can find really expensive. Depends on what kind. If it's British, usually the British and American ones are the most expensive ones.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I got it. And you said that you go back to Sweden quite often. Your parents are still there?
Yes, my parents live there, and yeah, my my parents and my brothers live
Uh-huh.
there.
And
So
what about if you go back? Is it like a culture shock for you?
so every time I'm back in Sweden, it's so eye-opening and it's so interesting because I just realize how different society is from Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a whole new world opens up. And
Uh-huh.
I get this feeling every time I'm back in Sweden. It's a little hard to understand, but the society is just so different from Dubai. It's, for example, the weather, how the system, everything. I mean, the schools, even the health system in Dubai. It's privatized, and you will need a health insurance. In Sweden, it's public.
Mm-hmm.
If we take the taxes, for example, Sweden is have a very high taxes on
Mm-hmm.
incomes, but
Yeah.
here in Dubai it's tax free.
Okay.
Yeah, for example, so these are a big
Yeah, well,
differences.
that's why you have
And
to pay other things out of
yeah,
pocket. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. And Sweden is a Scandinavian country. It's really cold in the winter, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a beautiful country with lots of nature.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, in Dubai, on the other hand, it's more vibrant. It's, I don't know how to explain, but it's always something going around. For example, people, the city comes to life during the night.
So I wanted to ask you, how did you get used to the weather in Dubai first when you moved there? How was it for you?
Yes. So during the winters, it's really nice here in Dubai
Mm-hmm.
because you can be out in the all the new attractions that's being built all the time. You can be out in the to the beach, to the
Uh-huh.
parks, and just enjoy the palm trees, which I love.
Yeah.
So the winters are really beautiful here. But then when it comes to summer, it's really hot, and it's really annoying to be here in the summers.
Okay.
And the thing is, and every summer, I end up living here in Dubai. Every summer, I told myself that no, I have to escape the heat. I have to go back
Mm-hmm.
to Sweden. And I'm just ending up here in Dubai. And you can actually survive. You can survive the heat here because most of the places are ventilated, air conditioned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So in the big malls, etc., you can be indoors. There are a lot of places you can go to even during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Even family-friendly places, places that kids can enjoy. For example, indoor play, and you can go to the mall, and also the pools.
Yeah.
Pools here are the savior. Yeah, they can save
So
the summer.
I'm 100%. It's the same here. We have this week it's around 40 degrees.
Yes,
So is it for
it's
you?
40.
It's 40. It's hot. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. You can barely be outside. You
Mm-hmm.
can uh, find some place during the evening, take a walk. But the humidity, it's not just the hottest. How
Yeah.
do you say?
The heat. Is that
The
just the
heat,
heat?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the humidity that's more annoying than the heat, I would say. But yeah, but I've get used to it by now, and I think you can just do the things that you enjoy and that you love, and
Yeah, you
just
just
spend
spend a
time
little
at
bit more time
home.
inside. Mm-hmm. Do
Yeah,
you or somewhere by the water? Because
yeah,
if it's by the
exactly.
water, then it's bearable. It's always like a few degrees
Yes,
colder. Does it cool down at night?
a little bit, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's kind of more bearable during the evenings
During
and
the night,
nights.
yes.
Yeah,
Like here it's I think until midnight. Like I checked 2 days ago, and it was under 30 degrees at midnight. So, so it's still hot. It's just because it's dark, the heat is still there.
yeah.
Or how long did it take you to understand the culture there? Or how long did it take you to get used to it?
Um, so it took me, I wouldn't say a long time. I would say everything around the move was harder to adjust to than the culture itself in Dubai because I'm kind of familiar with the culture considering I have an Arabic
Mhm.
origin.
Mhm.
So it wasn't that different from what I'm used to.
Mhm.
But I would say everything, for example, leaving my family, being out of my comfort zone, just adjusting to for example, the weather change, the heat here.
Mhm.
So, for example, I love nature, and here in Dubai, it's mostly desert. There's not
Mhm.
nature to
Not
find
much
here.
nature. Mhm.
Yeah, so all these kind of things, and even when I became a first-time mother, uh,
Mhm.
all this new role in a new society, and my husband had long working days, and
Mhm. Yeah,
yeah, and you
okay.
just have to, yeah, just to, uh, how do you say that? You need to adapt to the situation uh,
Mhm.
in this way. And I would say when it comes to the culture, it's yeah, it's it's a lot different from Sweden. It's different from the Western. I mean the here in Dubai, considering it's very international, so you can
Mhm.
actually find both the Western and the Middle Eastern cultures, or what do you say, expressions. You
Mhm.
can find both of them. But when it comes to culture, yes, it's different from a typical European country. Yeah, and it's not about the freedom or rights. It just it just looks different, more on a systematic level, more on,
Yeah.
as we talked about, the economical system, the school system, the health, all this, the bureaucracy. So I would
Mm-hmm.
say this is the biggest
Yeah, okay.
difference from a European
Right.
country. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing that I'm finding hard is the dealing with mixed feelings that I have. Uh, that when you move abroad and when you became an expat,
Mm-hmm.
suddenly you just suddenly have two homes.
Yeah.
Uh, and that's been difficult for me to know and uh, to decide where do I want to spend my future, where do I want to live.
Right.
This is still frustrating for me because when I'm in Sweden, I do feel at home, and once I'm in Dubai, I feel the same. And
Mm, okay.
there are both there are both things I like about Sweden and lots of things I appreciate about Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
So this mixed um yeah, emotions and feelings about having two homes, it's kind of enriching, but it can also be hard if you understand how I mean.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you would you ever consider moving back? I mean, your husband is from the UK, so maybe even to the UK?
Yeah, that might be an option, yeah. But for now, it's really hard to shake off Dubai.
Oh
Once
yeah,
I'm
okay.
away
Uh-huh.
from once I'm away, I just want to go back and just now because um I I was in Sweden before. I just came back to Dubai,
Uh-huh.
and I know it's summer, but I just really wanted to come back to my home.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's really hard to shake off the pie, and a lot of people have the same feeling
Mm-hmm. Okay.
about the country. Yeah,
So we'll see what the future brings. Kinda.
yeah, exactly. We'll see what the future brings, and it's not it has been ups and downs. It's not a straight line.
Mm-hmm.
It's been hard at times. Yeah, to figure out where do we want to live and spend our lives. Is it
Yeah.
here or is it somewhere else? And what's best for us? Yeah, so I think the journey is still going.
So what did your friends and family say back in Sweden when you told them that you're moving to Dubai?
So okay, so I don't remember much of that time because it's been a few years now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yes, they were excited for me for the new journey ahead and always telling me that you can change your mind. It's not, yeah, this is not the only way to go. So
Yeah.
yeah, they've been a great support for me, and my family is what I miss the most
Mm-hmm.
abroad. And there are a lot of things that you have to adjust to, and you just need to grow. You just grow in a way you didn't expect, and sometimes you need to be strong. And I think for me, the farewells have been the hardest part.
Mm-hmm.
This the move every time I have to leave, then tears floating and
Okay.
feeling. Yeah, farewells are really hard for me.
Okay. Do
Yeah, I'm used to them now, but it's always
Yeah,
hard.
yeah, it's hard. Do
Yeah,
they come visit you too?
they actually do. Yes,
Uh-huh. So that's
yeah,
nice.
not very frequently, but yes, my mom was here in Dubai. She enjoyed it too.
Cool. Yeah, yeah, that's so
Yeah.
at least you
And
get see
yeah, and when
them.
your family, yeah, exactly.
I
And
mean,
when
some
your family is here, you just want to go and show them everything in the city, you know. You just you just want to be that guide for them.
yeah,
I
you
know a
wanna
lot of about my city, yeah.
sometimes like you think you're far away, but if I would like even live in the same country but in another city, I would not see them as much as you would think. Sure,
Yes.
maybe like once or twice a year more for like a short weekend. But if we go for a longer time. I don't think if we would live close that we would spend
Yes.
that amount of time together.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Even in the same city, you can be so far away. So
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not only the country. And sometimes when you live abroad, that's maybe that will make you visiting home more because you just
Yeah, for
want
sure.
to meet your family.
Yeah, for me, it's like we almost never go on vacation. We go on like short trips, yes, but
Yeah,
not
yes.
like if we do like a long distance flight, it's just home. It's always home. You know, it's not like
Yeah.
we're going to Hawaii or anything like that. We're
Y-
always just going
Yeah.
back home. Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you live?
I live in the U.S. in Texas, in Austin,
Okay.
and
Oh,
I'm
that's
from
interesting.
Germany.
Okay. So
Uh,
it might be a big difference between Germany and
yeah,
US too.
yeah. I mean, I lived first in California, in San Francisco, and it has a very
Yeah.
European vibe.
Mm.
But for me, the bigger difference was then moving from California to Texas. That was
Okay.
the day and night, kind of.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
So between the
because
same in the same country.
but all the states they're so different. It's yeah, I don't know. It's such a big country, so all the states are like their own little countries, kind of with their own little habits,
Yeah.
and it's far away. It's almost like a 4 hour flight. You know, like if we
It's like a
drive,
different
it
continent.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Like if we drive, it's. I think it's like a 24 hour drive. It's far.
Oh, that's really far. Yes.
Yeah.
But it's kind of interesting because even considering the seasons, you will have different seasons
Yeah,
depends on the
yeah. I
city.
mean, the
Yeah.
seasons we didn't have that heat. We had like a very mild winter, but like 3 seasons in California,
Yeah.
because we were north. So we had like a very mild winter, and then if it was hot, it was like for 1 week in late summer in September and
Mm.
October. For 1 week it was like 30 degrees, and here
Yeah.
it's like 2 seasons, hot and cold, and hot is 40 degrees and cold is 0. So it's
Wow,
like
that's a big difference. And even I think with the climate change, just the weather is so
it's
confusing.
getting more extreme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Mm,
Yeah.
interesting.
What else is there that you miss?
What I miss from home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my family, the nature, and I would say also how easy everything is because at home everything is so much easy. You know the system, you know how things work.
And you're from a
Yeah,
big city or from smaller town in Sweden?
yeah, from a big city, from Stockholm, the
Ah, okay.
capital.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I also miss the public transportation.
Mm-hmm.
Here
Yeah,
in
that's
Dubai,
easy.
there is a quite convenient public transportation, but in Sweden, it's more convenient because the weather allows you
To be
to
outside.
walk to the
Yeah.
yeah to walk to the station to take the
Mhm.
metro, for example. But here in Dubai, the metro doesn't go to all places, and you
Yeah.
need to walk a lot to reach the place.
And you don't want to
So
walk in the heat? Obviously
yeah,
not. I would not.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would not want to.
yeah, yeah, that's right. So all the things that's familiar to what you're used to. But the thing, as we talked before, that once I'm in Sweden, I miss so many things about Dubai. For example, the halal food,
Oh, yeah. Okay,
because
sure.
we are Muslim, and yeah,
Yeah.
and we eat the halal food, and in Dubai, it's you just can
It's
grab
very accessible. Yeah.
yeah, every restaurant, and doesn't have to think about whether it's a halal or not, for
Mhm.
example.
Yeah, that is easier for
Um,
you. Yeah.
and yeah, and also the it's so it's so safe here in Dubai, both for women, for me as a woman to walk outside even in the evenings.
Mm-hmm.
But in Dubai, in Sweden, the safety, I think, even in the, especially in the recent years, it's getting so much worse.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the thing that I really appreciate.
I would not
Yeah.
think of Stockholm as a dangerous place of all the places.
Yeah.
not not
Yeah.
Sweden.
Yeah. But Sweden is a safe country, but Dubai is, for me, I feel Dubai is safer than
Oh,
Sweden,
okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
especially for, yeah, for families, for women, for children. It's a
Okay.
really good environment for children
I
to
mean,
grow
that's
up.
an important feeling to have.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is really. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
exactly.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. Yeah, that was Ezra's story. We kind of had an abrupt ending. We had lots of technical issues while we were talking. So I want to thank you again for being on my podcast. I couldn't say it when we were recording, really. And I wanted to share that it was nice to hear that she feels home and safe where she is, but also that she still feels torn about which home to choose. Yeah, and farewells are so hard for her. For me, they are not that hard anymore, but I'm sure for many people it is still hard to say goodbye to the family when they live so far away. And I also wanted to tell about her blog. So she has one and it's in Swedish. Or you can find the link in the show notes. And also you can look at her pictures on Instagram, which is called mylifeabroad.blog. And yeah, there are lots of beautiful pictures of what to do in Dubai. And as always, if you like this podcast, give it a 5-star rating wherever you listen to it. And please reach out to me on Instagram or worldscollide123pod@gmail.com. You find all the information in the show notes. I hope I will see you next time. I am your host, Victoria Daute. Bye bye.